I've just spent £400 on bikes. Now, I don't mean I spent £400 buying bikes. That would not buy you an e-bike. I spent £400 servicing our bikes. Specifically the 3 e-bikes that we have as we head into winter. And they'll get a little bit rattly as well. So this way, they're all ready for winter, and there is no joy quite like the joy of riding a newly serviced bike. It's like it's been back to new again. So smooth, so responsive, so sharp, so safe. But let's talk about that £400 for a second, shall we? Because that's not a small amount of money, is it? I think a lot of people would quite justifiably think that £400 is a lot of money to spend on a bike, never mind on giving some bikes a bit of a tune-up. How do I feel about it? Well, that's a lot of money, and I don't feel good about spending it, but I feel okay about what I get for it. It's not something that happens in this way with 3 bikes at once being done very often. We are, of course, extraordinarily fortunate to have 3 e-bikes in our household, so I recognise our privilege. It's okay. I like how the bikes feel, how they ride, and like knowing they're safe again. But I don't like having to spend £400 on servicing them. I could do it myself. There'll be people watching this going, Chris, do it yourself. Now, 2 things about that is, one, a good proportion of the bike servicing stuff, yes, I could do, one could do oneself. You know, the sort of mechanical aspect of a bike and brakes and all that sort of crap. But I personally don't think it's a brilliant idea to be talking about the electrics and the motors in that system. I know some people disagree with me and they're very keen on building their own bikes and maintaining their own bikes, even the electrical system, building their own batteries. That sort of stuff is not for me. I don't trust myself to do that safely or sensibly. I could do the mechanical aspects myself. I'll reiterate a thing I've said before on this channel. I'm fine outsourcing that. And you know, I think this is true, that the Victorians had a particular concept, relationship with servants. And now, let's not whitewash history. A lot of Victorians had absolutely appalling attitudes to the servants, and the idea of serving is of course deeply problematic. However, we'll just get past these folk. Morning. However, there was an attitude in some parts of Victorian society that said it's a good idea to do the thing you do well, whether that's, it might be a white collar profession, and earn money, and then redistribute that money through employment. It was barely employment. It was in some cases servitude, wages were low, opportunities for social mobility were limited. I'm not suggesting that a servant-master relationship is a good or socially healthy thing, but I do think there's something in that thing of earn the money doing the thing you do, and then rather than like keeping that money to yourself, let other people do the thing they do well. In the case of Electric Bike Scotland, where these bikes were serviced, that is, you know, it's repairing my bike. So I'm happy to use some of my economic power and ability to give employment to somebody else who's very good at what they do. Anyway, a little bit philosophical perhaps for 10:39 on a Saturday morning, but I think it's a useful way to think about things. Regardless, either way around, I've now got 3 beautiful e-bikes running smooth, sweet as a nut, and I'm very happy about that. Hope you have a good day.